Long ago in the land of Egypt, a man named Moses lived a life of privilege. Though he was raised as an Egyptian prince, Moses knew in his heart that he was one of the Israelites, the people enslaved and suffering under Pharaoh's rule. Every day, Moses watched their pain, and it troubled him deeply. One day, Moses saw something he couldn't ignore. An Egyptian was beating an Israelite, a man from Moses' own people. Anger boiled inside him. He looked around to make sure no one was watching. In a moment of rage, Moses struck the Egyptian, and the man died. Terrified, Moses quickly buried the body in the sand, hoping no one would find out. The next day, Moses saw two Israelites fighting. He tried to stop them.
Why are you fighting each other? You're both on the same side.
Who made you our ruler and judge? Are you going to kill me like you killed that Egyptian?
Moses' heart sank.
They know. I have to leave.
Moses had no choice but to flee for his life. Moses ran far away to a place called Midian. There, tired and thirsty, he rested by a well. But trouble seemed to follow Moses. Some shepherds came and bullied the women, trying to drive them away. This time, Moses didn't run from injustice. He stood up for the women and helped them water their sheep.
Leave them alone. Let them water their sheep.
Grateful for Moses' kindness, the women introduced him to their father, Jethro. Jethro welcomed Moses into his family. In time, Moses married one of Jethro's daughters, Zipporah, and started a new life in Midian. But even as Moses settled into his new life, he couldn't forget his people back in Egypt. The Israelites were still suffering, crying out to God for help. God heard their cries and remembered his promise to save them. Little did Moses know, his journey was just beginning. God had a plan that would change his life and the future of his people forever. Sometimes we run from our mistakes, but God never runs from us. He can take even our failures and use them for something greater than we can imagine.